The true adventure of Lent. Beloved children of God, a horse came to the bar and was waiting for the lingering waiter. But after a while, the last one approached the selected table and said, Michael, I understand that it's the usual. Please, the horse replied immediately. And this is where this little story begins. I'm so sorry. I am returning to you and to our priest. I fooled you. In Polish we say, he fooled everyone. I did not want that. I'll start differently, so a well-told story from my side will never be a well-told story again. And that's why what my latest book will be about, titled When You Old, which is scheduled for release this spring. Someone will say, you made a mistake. No, imagine, more than once in my life, I had been under the overwhelming influence of the great maxims of human civilization. I will mention one here. In the early cosmos, the universe, there is no dark matter. However, the existence of the latter has been confirmed by science, and its interference in our era has reached the level of 75% of the visible cosmos. The universe was created 13.5 billion years ago. What is dark matter? Mom says, don't fight the cat. Be nice. Leave those dolls. In turn, modern science, which is called physics, has filled the cosmos I mentioned with space-time, the set of all events resulting from the fusion of time and space. Here I will tell you, time was created when there was no space yet, and someone noticed that the limits of space are also within us. It seems that in the era of the latest technologies, the dark matter I quoted, this unique extension of the subsequent events has taken over human civilization for good. What will you say? The truth will defend itself. That will say, if you tell the truth, you don't need to remember. And yet, in the human world, memories are constantly needed, because everyday violence and civilizational weakness prevail over wisdom and testimony. Meanwhile, we should draw invigorating strengths from your youths, our youths, I believe. In childhood, the limit of knowledge about the world and its recognition is relatively small. This border is like a small unfilled circle, the center of which is illuminated by the dots of our little knowledge about the world. But over time, we move from our desert to the side of the forest, the native forest, and we can see the primeval forest there. Here too, you are still completely happy, but you go further. Only with each passing day and with the passage of time, the diameter, or rather the interior of the circle of life and adventure given to you is filled and experiences the glory of fulfillment and blessed enlargement. In this way, the wealth of different experiences can successfully, slowly fill a good and human space. And your universe becomes truly infinite. Unfortunately, in many cases, we can irrevocably fill the universe with emptiness of this world. Man can become depraved. The mentioned dots of small knowledge have already turned into clusters of greater knowledge. But the greater the knowledge, the greater the boundaries of our world. Moreover, over the course of a long life and during the greatest adventures, we discover that our knowledge remains incomplete, and even subject to error. Thus, we can trace the interior of the growing circle of life unconsciously and finally, and in this way, your universe, takes on a more finished form and appears as limited. The growing circle of life still lies ahead. In our language, we say, it happened. I don't believe. I cannot, or better yet, I am not able to go through the circle of life. I cannot move more fruitfully towards the ever-increasing mentioned frontier of happy adventure and social recognition due to its balloon-like nature. And it happened. For some time now I have been going astray and wandering where even the devil cannot reach, I will say. But I don't have to last so long and become the black mix of my fate in the dark. The Church comes to the rescue during Lent, which is a time of penance and conversion, when I open myself to the limits of divine omnipotence, when no one can turn me into a balloon anymore. Lent, which prepares me for the resurrection of Christ, is also a time of limitless grace and great mercy of God, who, in His Son Jesus, forgives me everything, and I can start building the human universe anew every day. And this is precisely the salvation given to man by Christ. Best wishes, Priest Stanislav.